Well, hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm Luke and here on this channel I talk about fragrances. In today's video, I want to share with you my entire Estée Lauder perfume collection. But before we dive in, let's just say a few words about the history of this iconic brand. In the perfume community, Estée Lauder is a name synonymous with luxury, beauty, and innovation. The brand was founded in New York in 1946 by Estée Lauder herself and her husband Joseph. The brand was all about skincare, but it wasn't long before they expanded into the world of fragrance. In 1953, she launched her first fragrance, You've Dew, which was initially sold as a bath oil with a scent that was captivating, oriental, and very appealing to women. She really changed how women wore fragrance. This fragrance, in form of a bath oil, which was affordable and accessible to any woman basically, this fragrance was a message to women that they can buy their own fragrance, they can treat themselves. It doesn't have to be a luxury product that your husband buys for your anniversary, for example. And Estée Lauder was indeed a feminist and she did change the course of perfume history. This fragrance was incredibly influential, iconic and groundbreaking, and to this day it's still one of their best sellers. Personally, I really enjoy this. This is completely unisex by today's standards. It's a sweet smoky amber with some cinnamon, with cloves, with a bit of an aromatic vibe in the opening. It's truly iconic. I decided to do this in a chronological order, so the next one from my collection is Aliage from 1972, and this was marketed as a sports fragrance for the active woman. It's a fresh, green, outdoorsy fragrance, a bit mossy, a bit piney. It has a bit of a citrusy opening and some nutmeg. It's just a nice green scent, and I do wear this and I absolutely enjoy this. It does have a very unisex scent to it. Some women might even say this smells like aftershave. I would agree with that. This does have an aftershavey vibe to it, but it's your typical classic green fragrance, so definitely not for everyone. I'm glad it's still in production. By the late 70s, oriental, spicy, ambery fragrances were all the rage, and Estée Lauder launched her own. It was called Cinnabar. Well, actually, it was called You've Dew Soft, I believe, but then she renamed it to Cinnabar in 1978. The noses behind it were Bernard Chant and Joséphine Catapano, two extremely iconic perfumers. I'm sure everyone knows them. Everyone who watches my channel knows them, definitely. And Cinnabar is an amber spicy fragrance. It literally smells like Christmas spices, oranges, incense, amber. It's a very, very rich, balsamic, resinous fragrance, and I absolutely love it. This is the vintage bottle. The next one is from 1985 and it's called Beautiful. The nose behind it was Sophia Groisman as well as Bernard Chant. This is your quintessential 80s floral. This has all the different kinds of florals in. It's got rose, lily, blackcurrant, tuberose, carnation, marigold, mimosa, a million florals, and it really smells like your typical floral fragrance. It's sweet, it's green, it's waxy, aromatic, very bold, very in your face. It can be too much if you put too much on, obviously. This is one of those fragrances that many people will find overpowering and old-fashioned nowadays, but I do really like this. 2 sprays, 1 on each wrist, and I'm in heaven. We've got another one from the 80s, and this one's called Knowing. This is a chypre fragrance. It's got, again, everything but the kitchen sink when it comes to notes, but it's very beautiful. classic chypre. This is woody, mossy, aromatic, floral, powdery, animalic, mossy. Just, it's one of those fragrances. And if you like fragrances like Diva by Emmanuel Ungaro, Paloma Picasso, if you like the original one from Sisley, I believe, which is also chypre, Soir de Lune it's called, I believe, then this one will be right up your street. And it is right up my street, but it's not something that I wear all the time. But it's a breathtakingly beautiful classic chypre. You can find this for 40, 50 euros. The quality is niche quality. The projection, the performance is outstanding. We've got a few more. The first one is SpellBound from the 90s. This one I absolutely adore. This is another Sophia Groisman creation, and it's a spicy, ambery floral. It's an oriental floral, and the main note in this is carnation. If you don't like carnation, which can be a bit old-fashioned, I'm not going to lie, then stay away from this one. This is a carnation bomb. Just like Vanderbilt from the 80s, also created by Sophia Groisman, just like Red Door from Elizabeth Arden, this is a sweet, syrupy, waxy, tuberose carnation scent with lots of spices, amber, vanilla, and a civet note in the base, which makes this oily and animalic, and it's one of my favorite scents. It's definitely not for everyone, not to be oversprayed and not to be worn in close quarters, especially not in a bus, in public places. I wouldn't wear this because this is really, really, really strong. I'm not going to lie, this is really, really strong. And so is the vintage version. I've got both. I've got the vintage one and the new one, and they both pack a huge punch. These fragrances are not to be messed with, trust me. I've got another one from the early 90s. This one is Tuscany by Donna. This is from 1992, 1993, I believe. And it's your typical woody floral. When you first spray this on, it smells a bit like Samsara from Guerlain, but it also smells a bit like Allure from Chanel. So it's that type of a fragrance. I do absolutely love this one. I had a bottle of this one. Unfortunately, it went bad. So this one was gifted to me by a friend. This is a vintage mini. I believe it's the Perfume, the pure perfume, but it was available as an eau de toilette as well. As I said, this is your typical 90s fruity floral, woody fragrance with maybe a hint of aldehydes in the opening. It's a really nice one, but you have to like those 90s florals like Chanel, Allure and Samsara from Guerlain. Last but not least, we've got Sensuous. This one was released back in the early 2000s, and a couple of years ago they discontinued it, but now they brought it back. And as soon as they brought it back, I got myself another bottle. This is a sweet honey fragrance with woody notes in the base. Yes, it's a floral, woody, honey fragrance basically. It's a bit of an odd one, I'm not going to lie. On my skin, this doesn't really work with my skin chemistry, but on my clothes, it smells amazing. It's just not right. I don't know, something about it, it's just not right. But I do absolutely love this fragrance. I just try not to spray it on my skin because whenever I do, it just turns a bit weird and I don't like wearing it that way. But maybe that's just me. It's a sweet, woody fragrance. So there you have it. That's my entire Estée Lauder fragrance collection. I might have a few more minis, but these are the main ones, and I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.